This is the White Raven. Some guests never check out. A faded neon sign flickered in the middle of nowhere. Raven's Rest Hotel. The building had once been a luxurious retreat for wealthy travelers. Then, one winter night in 1978, every guest disappeared. No bodies, no luggage, no explanation. The hotel was abandoned the next morning. Since then, anyone who spent the night inside was never seen again. 28-year-old travel blogger Ethan Cross laughed into his camera. People say this is the most haunted hotel in America. He grinned. Let's find out. His producer, Maya, rolled her eyes. I still think this is a terrible idea. Beside them stood Alex, their cameraman. Three people, one abandoned hotel, one night. The lobby was covered in dust. A grandfather clock stood motionless. Its hands pointed to 8 o'clock. Ethan smirked. That's becoming a creepy coincidence. The reception desk still held an old brass bell. A faded sign rested beside it. Ring for service. Alex laughed. Gone. Ethan rang it. Ding. Silence. Then, from somewhere upstairs, another bell answered. Ding. A key slowly slid across the reception desk. No one had touched it. Attached to it was a tarnished brass tag. Room 13. Maya whispered, I don't think we should take that. Ethan picked it up anyway. The elevator doors opened by themselves. There was no power. Inside, only one button glowed. 13. I guess we are walking. Every hallway on the third floor was lined with identical doors. Room 1, room 5, room 8, room 11, then room 13. Unlike every other door, it looked brand new. A soft knock came from inside. Ethan unlocked the door. The room was immaculate. Fresh sheets, warm lighting. A suitcase sat neatly beside the bed. Steam rose from a cup of coffee. Someone had just been there. The guest book on the nightstand was open. The final signature had been written seconds earlier. Welcome back, Ethan. Alex whispered. How did it know your name? The bathroom mirror slowly fogged over. Words appeared. Check out. Never. The bedroom television switched on. Static. Then security footage. The hotel lobby. Live. It showed Maya and Alex standing beside Ethan. Except there were four people. A tall figure wearing an old hotel uniform stood behind them, smiling. They spun around. No one. The lights went out. When they returned, the hallway outside was full of guests, men in suits, women in elegant dresses, children carrying luggage. Every one of them stood perfectly still, looking directly at room 13. Then, all at once, they smiled. A cheerful voice echoed through hidden speakers. Good evening, guests. Dinner will be served shortly. The elevator arrived. Its doors opened. Inside stood a bellhop. His skin was pale. His eyes were completely black. He held out a luggage cart. May I take your bags? Nobody answered. His smile widened. I wasn't asking. The luggage cart rolled toward them by itself. Maya screamed. The guest stepped into the hallway, slowly, silently, closing in. They ran. Every staircase led back to the third floor. Every window overlooked the same parking lot. Every clock read 8 o'clock. Alex checked his camera. The footage showed something terrifying. Whenever Ethan wasn't looking, someone walked beside him. A woman wearing an elegant red dress. She never blinked. The hotel ballroom suddenly filled with music. An orchestra played. Couples danced beneath crystal chandeliers. Every dancer was transparent. Every face looked empty. At the center of the room stood the hotel manager. He welcomed Ethan warmly. Mr. Cross, your reservation has finally arrived. I never made one. The manager smiled. Oh, you made it long before you were born. He handed Ethan an old registration book. The very first page was dated 1906. Every guest who had ever disappeared had signed beneath it. The final blank line slowly filled itself in. Ethan Cross. The ballroom doors slammed shut. The music stopped. Every ghost turned toward him. Together they whispered, Stay. Ethan noticed a service corridor behind the stage. The trio sprinted through it. At the end stood an emergency exit. This time, it opened. They burst outside into the cold night air. Behind them, the hotel disappeared into the fog, as if it had never existed. Police searched the area the next day. There was no hotel, only an empty field. Old maps confirmed the truth. Raven's Rest Hotel had burned to the ground 48 years earlier. Weeks later, Ethan reviewed his footage, frame by frame. In every reflection, mirrors, windows, television screens. The woman in the red dress stood behind him, smiling. Then his hotel room phone rang. He answered. A calm voice said, "Good evening, Mr. Cross. This is your 8 o'clock wake up call." Deep beneath the ruins of Raven's Rest, the black door stands farther open than before. The eye symbol glows brighter. From beyond the doorway, a hotel bell rings once, then a school bell, then the crackling of a hospital intercom. Finally, the slow grinding of enormous metal gears begins. Somewhere, an abandoned factory is waking up. The black door opens another inch. Interesting, don't you think so? A hotel that burned to the ground reappears and disappears. This is a White Raven. Thank you for listening. If you like the story, please hit the like and notification buttons, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share it with someone you think might also enjoy it. If you have a story and you would like it narrated here, send it to thewhiteravenstories@gmail.com. This was the White Raven. Till next time.